Hey everyone, so thanks for joining. I have updated some of my Sony A7 III settings. I just want to go through with you a little bit. This is good for summer style setting. So let me check if it's too big. I can reduce to here. So I set the white balance to sunlight, and then shift it down a little bit to the right. So AB 0.5, and then the G to M is also 0.5, so that it has less green tint on the Sony A7 III. The next one I was experimenting is the setting on the creative style. So in the creative style, I was choosing between the neutral portrait and the other one, the deep. I chose the neutral. So just let you see the setting. Contrast, I added 2. And then the what's this one, saturation -2, because I can add in more color later just in case. And I added +1 for sharpness. And these are the JPEG setting also. So if you're shooting raw, this setting will be the default that got transferred to the Lightroom, so that you don't have to worry about it. So that's the thing that you want to start in the summer. So that's just my take on it. The first one I set it is the sunlight, the daylight. The second one I set it is the neutral for this one. Contrast, so neutral, image style, contrast +2, saturation -2. I'm trying to create a classic chrome style film on here, but this is the closest one that I can simulate to the sunset style. I will test it out next time also, just to see how it goes, how it compares to the classic chrome that I shot with the Fujifilm X-T2. So next one, so this is the quick setting update. And then thanks for all of you that have commented on the community posts and my latest Instagram with your hey, thanks everyone for joining. So thanks for commenting on your on my Instagram with your Instagram handle. So I'm just going to go through quickly on the each account. So I have 6 accounts today. So very quickly, let me see. I like the dark tone on the first row. The purple pop is nice too. For this one, I would like to place it more center. Either I can even use a square crop, and then I leave more headroom on this one also. I just feel like it might be too tight on the head for me. So you can see the lines like this, the leading lines. I want to extend maybe a little bit more, maybe just use a 4x5 crop on this one. So that's my feedback on it. And overall, if you're sticking with the dark tone, you can just continue on the dark tone for this one as well. So, and then the next one. So these 3 seems like to be in a set, and as I mentioned before, if 3 of them in a set, it's better to have 3 of them in one row, so you can manage that plan ahead, so that instead of one black and white and one color, it seems the 2 color tilted unbalanced to the right. But I like the framing of this one, nice framing with the this prop on the left side. I would add more natural light on the face as well, because everything in the shadow except here, if this part is a little bit lighter, it will be nice. The same thing happened to here. The stronger light is on the body instead of on the face. The main thing should be on the main light should be on the face. That's just my opinion on this one. What we can do is just if there's something stand up higher, so that more body on the shadow instead, so that it's more evenly. Nice use of the light and shadow in this one. So if the gap is bigger, I would like to cross the eyes also for this one. So that's my feedback on that photo. Next one, I like the backlight in this one. For the Instagram feed, make sure let me see how the cropping. Yeah, it's a little bit tighter on the Instagram feed, but for the photo it's nice. I like the backlight in this, the golden color. It has nice golden color, nice use of the matching of the purple plants with the outfits as well. So good job on that. So nice use of the color. I will tilt it the horizon in the back more toward the right, because when I'm looking from away as a whole, this this still a little bit tilted to the non-even because of this background. And then if these two pictures that has a different horizon next to each other, it feels shifted the balance for me. Just to make sure the background is nicely even. So that's my feedback on this. But overall, it's nice backlight and a nice use of the sunset sky in the back as well. So next one. So yeah, thanks for this person. He asked me to just review the first the latest post on this. He used the Fujifilm to take these photos. So let me see. Yeah, nice composition in here. If I am doing the cropping, because these small lines right here, it cross the thing, I will just crop it in a little bit more so that it's more concentrated. I will just crop it maybe 1/8 from both sides, so that it's more concentrated on the center part as well. So other than that, I like the use of the spacing. When the head is looking, it has more space. So this one I can even crop a little bit, but because it's too empty on this side for this, because when the viewer reading from this side, and usually they stop here. If you have too much space on this side, and it doesn't serve the purpose, it is sometimes I will just crop it down this one. So other than that, yeah, keep it up. So the next one, when I look at the Instagram as the first couple rows, make sure the horizon, when you plan the feed, if you are planning the horizon photos in here, make sure it's in the center slot as well. So and let me check this one. I like the focus on the eyes. It shifted the balance a little bit because the this head is too close to the bottom border. Either you trying to purposely position this one on the lower third area, but I would just make sure that it's both heads in the center piece, because when it's on the Instagram, it has some extra space on here. If it serves the purpose, you can keep it, but if it doesn't serve the purpose, you can crop it closer so that it's become a stronger powerful impact for the user if it's cropping a little bit stronger. I like this one. It's nice clean area for the head part behind, and with the Golden Gate Bridge in the back, and this one acting like the leading line to here. So it's good, nice composition, good job. And then the next one, so nice use of the foreground of the leaves to blur out the foreground and then focus on the face. What I would do is, because the sunlight is coming from the top, maybe midday summer light right here, you can just slightly tilt it up the face so that the eyes are in the sunlight also, just a little bit, because it is a soft sunlight. Right now you can see some shadow area. The shadow is in the eyes also. You can do that, or you can just do a tilted side profile, tilt it up so that find a spot that has even lighting and then tilt it up a little bit, and you can do the exposure, make sure exposed to the head nicely. The next one, this flower here, I will just crop it out a little bit so that it's stronger to the pattern, because this image, the pattern is the main character in here, and the flower on the side sometimes distracted my eyes. I had to take a look at here what's happening, and then but I like the pattern that created by this head right here. We can just crop it even closer and then ask the model to couple moody style, but good job on the pattern right here. I will just this a little bit of the flower, I will just crop it out right there. In terms of the fee construction, I will rotate the green. Instead of the greens both in this column, maybe so you can see that 3 greens are on the same column. Either this one can be in on this side so that it balances out, or on the second row you don't post any green one, you can post any like comparable to the green on the other side of the green, like maybe red on the second row, and then post the green on the first row and the third row, so that it's because the balance of the colors seems like this side is all green but this side is not all red. So that's just my opinion on this composition right here. Okay, so that's my quick one. I saw some comments, let me check. The 4:5 crop was too low, maybe causing the head chop off. Yeah, sometimes the 4:5 crop for Instagram doesn't have enough room. I have to step back a little bit to create more room for later. Just keep in mind symmetries is off the arm for sure. Okay, yeah. So Sing, have you ever or do you plan to print your photo on the large prints? I haven't have any plan to print on the large prints, but couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago, Fujifilm asked me to provide some photos to put it on the large prints for one advertisement poster on the store. I just gave them the JPEG. It was enough for that XT1 56mm, so it was big enough. Yeah. And just for those of you who are interested on how I pick in the music from the YouTube, I use the Epidemic Sound. I put that link on the description, just in case you want to do a 30-day trial. You can just try it out. And you don't have to worry about the copyright because you pay the subscription and they partner with the YouTube. You can just choose different type of songs for your YouTube video if you want to build a YouTube video. Ever need an assistant in the Bay Area? For sure. Okay, yeah, I will let you know. Right now I'm focusing on the one-on-one shoot for now. I will let you know if I need an assistant. Can you give me your opinion about my Instagram? Bitcoin. Let me check it out. Is it this one? I like this one. Nice focus on the eyes. I will shift it more toward the center because if this space doesn't serve the purpose, it might be too close to the right side. So I will shift it, the crop, more toward the center. But it's good. The first thing I see is focusing on the eyes. So this one is very nice. As the window shoots, so when you're shooting the window shots, one of my tips, make sure the eyes are in the dark area instead of in the sky area. So that's my tips on the window shoots, because when the eyes, because you can see the sky is very light and the eyes are very light also, and it's hard to see the contrast. But when the eyes, the light color part on the dark part of the building here, so what you need to do is change the camera angle, make sure this building is covering the face area. In that case, the eyes will be much stronger. So that's my tips on the window shoots. So window shoot is good. For building the Instagram feed, make sure the cropping, like this one, is it the wide angle or oh, so these are two pictures in the same slide thing. So yeah, sometimes when I'm scrolling through, I thought this one was cropping too much, but it was intentional. So this sometimes is very tricky to build a feed because sometimes it's off. It's hard to build it right next to each other. You can see that the transition is not very smooth from a very close-up half face and this one. Unless this one has to be a full body, so that this one is easier, have more spacing in this side. These two seems like too close to each other. So that's my opinion on that one. And the window shot, nice use of the hands to the foreground. But I will also, because this is two style also. So the image is nice and sharp, very focused on eyes. I can see your style. Yeah, it's good. So keep it up. Yeah, I think I will just keep it right here today. And the songs, yeah, I was talking about the epidemic sounds. But yeah, thanks so much for, or do you already share your updated A7 settings? Yes, I just shared it. Since let me open it again. So let me share this setting again. So for the A7 III, I was trying to simulate what the summer looks like for the sunset style shoots. And I usually base on the warm tone, and then I added some more strong contrast on it. So I was experimenting different tones, and for the white balance, I choose daylight and then A0.5, AM0.5 for that graph location. So that because in the Sony, if you put the point on the center, it has a green tint on it. I want to make it more magenta, so that A0.5, B0.5 to the next block down. And the next one, for those of you just joining, I changed the creative style. I chose neutral. I was testing between portrait, neutral, and deep. So for the neutral, I chose the +2, and then contrast. So contrast +2, saturation -2, and then the sharpness +1. So that's the closest I can get to closest to the muted tone of the classic chrome, because and I can start with that on the sunset portrait. I will do a test later on when I have a chance to do a sunset shoot later on, and then I can test it out how it goes, and then I will let everyone knows how this setting goes. Yeah, just I just trying to experiment in different settings just to see how it goes. Do you have one autofocus setting used the most for portraits? I just use the continuous focus, AFC, the continuous focus, and then just IAF right now for the A7 III. The IAF is pretty reliable. I don't have to change. The only time that I might need to change non-IAF is sometimes through the windows. The windows kind of tricky, and then I want certain point to be in focus. So, and in that case, I switch to single point focus so that I have more control of where it can be focused. The other thing, the other situation I'm not using IAF is the when two models are next to each other, you want to create some shot, but they are not in the same plane. Then you use the focus point to use single point focus to focus on certain eyes that you want to focus, just in case in that case. So hopefully, yeah, you can try it out. Also, let me know what you think. And yeah, thanks so much for joining. I will keep this video recording. Yeah, thanks for joining. I will keep this recorded and then put it in the video list also, just in case anyone didn't make it today. And then I just keep sharing more tips and then the constructive feedback on this channel as well. So yeah, yesterday I found out this live thing. I started the live stream. I think I can do more later on as well, so more frequently, because more people put their Instagram account on the comments as well, asking for positive feedback. So yeah, thanks so much for joining, and stay tuned for more coming up. And you can check out what I went through today if you can just join. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.